Oh boy. Oh no. Did my thing disconnect again? Come on. Why does this happen to my microphone? Hello? Oh, no, it's working now. Okay, great. I was concerned. I was like, why is it not going on? What's going on? But I think it's just my VTuber model and not actually the sound. I think my model is just not capturing my mouth movements, which is also super fun. Let's see if I can do anything about that. I bet it's related to my microphone settings. Hello? Well, you know what? First one back from little breaky break after summer slammin'. Should expect some scuff, right? Let's see if we can fix that. How's that? How's that going? No. I don't see that working. Great. Many more Snooey streams. Thank you, Shark. Thank you for being with me, even though my microphone's deciding to be a jerk. I don't know why it's not recognizing that. My microphone is plugged in. It's like, please select a microphone, and then my microphone's not there. So that's awesome. Oh, I love when it works, when you're like testing stuff out and then you sit down and it doesn't work anymore. I might need to just close and reopen VTube Studio. Sorry about it. What am I basing my rankings on? Vibes. My vibes, purely. Whether or not I enjoy the Pokemon, whether or not I have a good time playing with them, whether or not I choose them often for my team, whether or not I think they're cute. You know, vibes. Just gonna reopen VTube Studio real quick. See if that fixes my microphone issue. It certainly didn't fix my model issue. Curious? What's curious? Can you actually hear me? Is my microphone actually working otherwise, or is it just the fact that the lip sync isn't working? Bop, bop, bop. Okay, now it's working. Hi, Scorpy. Why didn't the headpat work? Nothing's working. Why, Scuff? Why, Scuff? You hear me? Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to figure out why stuff decided to break. It's my favorite activity. Yeah, log into Twitch. What do you mean you're not logged in? I can... Oh. Frustrating. Okay. But I think I'm good now. That should work. Head pat and should work from now on. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay. So when we reached the $150 goal for the VTuber SummerSlam, I did an original 151 tier list. So I have those results already plugged into this tier list. And this is a tier list of every Pokemon, which includes the Gigantamax forms, Ultra Beasts, Mega Evolutions, literally everything. So here's my original rankings from the 151 goal that we reached, $150. If you disagree with them, you are entitled to your opinion. That's wonderful. This is based purely on my vibes. This is whether or not I enjoy using the Pokemon in battle, whether or not I think they're adorable, whether or not I like the design, how likely I am to have them in my party, etc., etc. So you are fully free to disagree on any grounds you see fit. You might think that Charmander sucks. I think Charmander is the best Pokemon to ever be created. And we'll differ on that opinion. And that's okay. But this tier list here does include everything, including, Mega Evolutions, Regional Forms, Gigantamax Forms. This is everything up to March of 2026. So all updated. So I guess let's start with down here with Venusaur, with their Mega Evolution. I don't think it's really that much different than a regular Venusaur. He gets this little extra bitty flower on his head and some extra leaves, but it doesn't really do too much change to the design. It's not awesome for a Mega Evolution form, in my opinion, just because it looks so similar. Like, it's hard to tell that it's actually supposed to be like a new form. It looks like you could have just smacked a leaf on and a flower on this guy and you get a new quote-unquote Pokemon. So it's not a bad design. It's just not really speaking to me in any meaningful way. It's not really an inspired design, in my opinion. So let's stick this guy in C. Not super vibing with it. I don't play with it in Legends. ZA, really, I don't use it on my team. Kind of an guy. Gigantamax Venusaur, I do like the design better. I think it is, a step in a different direction, a little bit of an evolution. It's not too much different, though. So I would use it on my team, though, so I'll stick it in B. I love this form of Charmander. I love this Mega Evolution. I think it looks really cool. I love the dark aspect of it. So that's an S tier for me. I'm not as big of a fan as this one. Again, I don't feel like it really did a ton with the design. It just, you kind of stuck horn and like some more spikes on him. And he doesn't really look that much different. So he's going to be in C tier. I don't think they really did a lot with him. I much prefer this design. Gigantamax one, why is his head so tiny? Is it just in this photo that like it makes his head look really small, or is his head actually that tiny? I don't like this design at all. I've never played with the Gigantamax games. I never played those games where it's in there. So, I don't know. I really don't like this design. I don't think they did a good job with it. I'm going D tier with that one. Blastoise, I do like the big cannon and then the two smaller cannons here. I think that's a really interesting thing, but they didn't change it too much. I'm gonna stick with C tier with that one too. I love the way they did the Gigantamax. I think that looks really cool. I think that's a really great design. So that's gonna be an S tier design for me. This is Butterfree, right? This is Mega Evolved Butterfree. I've never played with that, or is it a gigant? I don't know. I've never played with this particular Pokemon. Hi, Queen Kez. Hello, welcome in. And my wonderful spouse is here. Look at that. I love me wife. I love you too. Gigantamax Butterfree. Yar, why are we pirates? Why are you a pirate? Okay. I've never played with the Gigantamax ones, so I really don't know a ton about them. But I like the design. I think it's a good evolution. I think the body is very interesting, and I love the color of the wings. This is a really good design, in my opinion. S tier. I'm going to say in my opinion a lot, and y'all are just going to have to put up with it. How is everyone today? Also, feel free to continue to chat while I'm ranking over here. I do like the design for Mega Beedrill. But again, I don't think it changed too much from the original Beedrill design. Where did I put Beedrill on this tier list? I don't even remember. Where were you? Where's Beedrill? Oh, he's up here. He's an A tier. Yeah. I don't think it does a ton with the original Beedrill design. You add a couple more points, which is nice. But it doesn't really change the design that much. It's not really inspired. IMHO. But it's not bad. I'm gonna put it, I'll put it in C tier with the other ones that I don't think are too different. Pidgeot. Mega Pidgeot. Pretty good. Again, I feel like with a lot of these Mega Evolved forms, they don't really do too much different. And I'd like to see more differences to show that it's kind of like a more advanced form. Like, I really think that the way they did the Charizard Mega looks really good for this version. And I'd like to see more things looking like that when they Mega Evolve. But ultimately, they did change like the coloration and add these little things here. So I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's great. I'll stick it in B. Okay, so this is what, a lowland form of Rattata. I actually like this coloration for Rattata better than the purple. And I love a little guy. I love a little rat. So he can hang out. He can hang out in S tier. I think he's a good little guy. He strikes my fancy. I don't like this design for Raticate personally. I think the big teeth of the original Raticate look so much better than these big cheeks. I think he just looks like he ate a bee. I don't like his design. Gigantamax Pikachu is just a big Pikachu. He's just big. They really didn't do anything to him. He's just big. I don't like him. I don't like him. Sorry. Not a fan. The two different versions of Raichu for the Mega Evolved. Of the two, I like this guy a little bit better. I think the design is cooler. But I also don't hate this design either. I think they're both very interesting designs. I think they did a good job with each of these designs. They're pretty cute. I'm going to take this guy into B tier, and I'm going to put this guy into C tier. I think Alolan Raichu is adorable. I think that's peak double S tier behavior. Look, he's on his tail's a little surfboard. He's a Hawaiian version of this Pokemon. Look at him. He's cute as fuck. We got Alolan Sandshrew, also cute as fuck. Like, look. Like, original Sandshrew, very, very cute. This guy, even cuter. If I dare say so myself. He's perfect. With Sandslash, I also like this design, but it kind of just looks like a recolor. Like here with the Sandshrew, they at least like did this little bit to make him look kind of like an igloo, which I think is adorable. And I do like that these are supposed to be like icicles, but he basically just looks like a recolor. Like the design didn't really change that much, but I'm not going to blame him for it. I still really think this is a peak design. He's still going in S tier for me. For Mega Evolution Clefairy. Clefable, I guess. I like the way that they actually did something with this design. They didn't just, like, I don't know, it's not lazy. In the same way that I think that these are kind of like, we just kind of stuck extra stuff on it. It's like they actually put a little bit more thought into this one, I think. So that's an A for me. That's an A for me. Perfect. Look at this guy. Like, so cute. Now, again, you know, kind of just a recolor of the original Vulpix. I will admit. It is kind of just a recolor. But I think it's a good one, and I really, really enjoy this design a lot. Like, look at these two. Like, come on, they're peas in a pod. And I also think that of the Ninetales design as well. Super cute. I would keep a Ninetales in my party. Alolan Diglett, I hate him. I'm sorry, I don't like him. I don't. They just stuck 3 little sprouts on his head and called it a different version, and it's like, why did we need that? I don't know. And this is a boy band. I don't know why we needed them. I don't know why we needed them. I don't like either of these Meowths either. I think OG Meowth is pretty good. This guy pisses me off. Like, I don't know. He looks like he's about to steal my money and call me a slur. I don't like his design. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like anything about him. Get out of here. This guy, he looks insane. He looks insane. I really don't like him at all. I think this is an interesting Gigantamax form, at least. Good? I wouldn't say so. Interesting? Yes. I don't know anything about how it plays. I don't know how Gigantamax Pokemon really play. But I'll put him in D tier, because he's not great, but I do think he's at least interesting. I hate this guy too. He, again, looks just like an asshole to me. He looks like an asshole to me. I don't know what it is. Perfect. This little dog is perfection. Don't come for me. This dog is perfect. I think this is another way of like designing a regional variant that's like really successful, because he looks like the original variant enough that you like get it, but also you see the like the influence of the region as well. So I think this is a peak regional variant design. I want more like that. I really like Mega Alakazam. I think he looks super cool and is a good evolution on the design as well. I don't have one in my party. I've never had one in my party, but I feel like it would be a very powerful ally to have. And I really think the design is done very well. So that's an S tier for me. I think this is a good Gigantamax design for Hitmonchamp. Or Hitmonchamp. Oh my god, brain. Fucking. What is up with me? I can't even talk. Machamp. Jeez. Machamp. I think this is a good Machamp Gigantamax design. It's interesting. It takes the evolution to another level. You're looking at something that's a little bit different, but still has the original spirit. And that's kind of more what I want to see from these like Gigantamax and like Mega evolutions. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good design. I don't like this. He looks swollen. He looks gross to me. That's not a Pokemon. I don't know what that is. It looks like a sore. I don't know. I don't know how Mega Victory Bell plays. I don't have one on my team. But I wouldn't really want one based on aesthetics alone. I realize like my tier list is mainly based on aesthetics. My tier list here is basically aesthetic based, but you know what? That's fine. Yeah. I don't really like him that much. Geodude here. It's a good variant in some ways. In other ways, it does feel like they just kind of stuck this on top and didn't really think too much about it after that. But then you see how it leads into the next for Graveler, and it kind of makes a little more sense. Standalone, I don't know why we needed this. I don't know why we chose to do this. It's fine. It's fine. I like the Graveler design better, and I like the Golem design better as well. I think the Golem design looks really good. Look at this guy. Okay, this is another example of a great way to do a regional variant. In my opinion, the Galarian Rapidash, or Ponyta and Rapidash together, both of them, very good in my opinion. I love the like cotton candy vibes that it's giving off. And being set in, you know, like a United Kingdom kind of vibey area, making it a unicorn, good choice. I think it's super cute, and I think it's a really well done regional variant for both of these. For Galarian Slowpoke, they kind of just made him a little yellow. They didn't really do much to him. I don't know why we needed this. I don't know why we needed this. I like this version better than this version. I think this one does make sense as far as like if my overall problem with Slowbro in general is that this is supposed to be a Shelder, and it's clearly not a Shelder, and it's like, why didn't we have another Pokemon that this was, or why didn't we make it look more like a Shelder? The fact that this is supposed to be a Shelder is what absolutely throws me off. So It's fine. It's not awful, but I don't know why we needed it, and I like this one a little bit better. So there it goes. For the Sirfetch'd, they didn't... I don't know. I didn't play these games, so I don't know if it's supposed... I don't know what he's supposed to be. I don't know what he's supposed to be. What's his deal? Why is he like this? What's his end goal? I guess Sirfetch'd is like the... I don't know, evolution of this guy? And this is the Galarian Farfetch'd. So he just kind of has a bigger leak and is a darker color. It's not awful, but it's not great. Yeah, I'll put him in C tier. I already don't really like Grimer and Muck, but I do think this is a good variation. I do think this is a good variant form for them. I like their kind of like rainbow oil slick of the Muck. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a little. I wouldn't say I like it a lot, but I like it better than the original forms, I think. So I think I think they can hang out here. I really love the Mega Evolution of Gengar. I think, again, great work on changing it to show that it's a more powerful version of itself. I think the design changes enough to where you can tell what this is supposed to be. Continue playing. Don't stop playing the songs. And I would like to play with it on my team. So I think this is an actually double S. I think this is a double S tier IMHO. The Gigantamax form, also good in design. I don't play the Gigantamax game, so I don't know how it plays, but I like it. So that's a regular S tier for me. This guy here, this Gigantamax Kingler, I think is much better than the actual Kingler design. I really don't like the actual Kingler design. I think it's bad. They just made one claw bigger on this crab and called it a new version, and I didn't like that. I think this is way better. I'm gonna stick this guy in A tier. I think they did a much better job with that. I think these are good variant forms in the fact that you can tell that they're supposed to be slightly different than their original form, but they don't really do too terribly much to run away with like the idea of it being a little bit different. Then again, it does look more like, you know, the older Pokeballs that you kind of have from the Legends Arceus game. So it is, you know, kind of reminiscent of that in a fashion. I will put this guy in A, and I'll put this guy in B, just because I don't really like Electrode as a Pokemon in general. I never have one on my team. I don't fuck with it. I like the Alolan version of Executor because I think it's good that it looks like a palm tree and you're in, you know, like a tropical area. That makes sense. Why is it... I never understood why it got a dragon typing. This isn't a dragon. This is not a dragon. I don't get that. But I don't hate it. I think it's a good variant, so he can hang out in A. I really love the Alolan Marowak design, looking like a fire spinner. Peak design, IMHO. Hi, Boo. Welcome in. So I think this is very smart and well done. And I really like the dark typing for him. I think this is very silly. I think the Galarian form of Weezing is very silly, but I think it's a good regional variant. I love the smokestacks being like super tall hats and silly little mustaches. I think it's very silly. I think it's very fun. I didn't play this game, so I don't know how it plays. I don't know if you want it on your team or not, but I think the design is really cute. And I like it a lot better than actual, like, design of Weezing. This is kind of what I've always wanted, is for the baby Kangaskhan to come out of the pouch. They didn't really change the design of Kangaskhan at all for this. So I'm of two minds about it. Not my favorite thing. Also, it's what I've always wanted. So, you're passing grade, a C. This is the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Why did they do this? Why was this the choice that was made for this Mega Evolution? Why did they decide, yes, you know what? Legs. That's what we're doing for Mega Starmie. Is legs. What? Huh? Who made that choice? It's a good one to have on your team. But I don't get this design at all. It is objectively a hilarious design, though. For the bit, I want to put it in double S tier, but it's not actually a double S tier in my mind, so it's gonna hang out an A. I hate this guy. Everything about him sucks. I don't like him. Get him out of here. I think this is a good Mega Evolution for Pinsir. I like Pinsir's design in general, and I think this is a very good Mega Evolution for it. Where did I put Pinsir previously? I don't remember. But I think this is a great design, so it's going in S tier. I don't know. You don't like Mega Pinsir. Why? Elaborate. Speak on that. I think it's a good design. I think putting flying on it is really interesting. Like a flying beetle. You know what I mean? I don't know why Taurus needed 3 different forms. I guess if you're like breed cattle, maybe that makes more sense. If you're a cattle breeder and you have like different, you know, I don't know. I don't get it personally, but I guess it's supposed to be like a longhorn steer, and then like, I don't know, there's other types of cows or cattle or whatever. I don't know why he needs 3. You don't like the changes to the eyes and the wings. I think the wings are awesome. I think it's a really good addition. Yeah, I really like him. I think he looks sick. What to do about these Tauros? I do think it's interesting to have them as like slightly different typings too. So it's like, oh, we have like the pure fighting form. We have like the fire fighting form and like the water fighting form. But I don't know. I'm not in love with them. Hey, Dran. We're doing our $300 reward from the VTuber SummerSlam of a tier list of all 1,296 Pokemon, including Gigantamax and Mega Evolutions. I'm trying to decide what to do with these Tauroses. They're not... that visually different to where if I looked at them, I would be like, yes, these are 3 distinct breeds. But I guess that's not really a necessity. I haven't played this game, so I don't know how any of them play. I don't know which one I would prefer to have on my team. I don't know what their moves, what moves they learn / what abilities they have. So we're basing this purely on aesthetics, and they're fine. I'm gonna put them in D tier. I don't know. Mega evolution of Gyarados. I do like some of the detailing that was put in, like, you know, since it's red when it's shiny, you toss a little bit of red on there and you add this big sail, and I think that's interesting. Now that you mention it, it makes me curious. Has there been a Pokemon Smash game made by Game Freak? Like Super Smash Brothers? No. I mean, I guess the closest thing you get is like Pokemon Champions, kind of. I mean, I guess that's kind of like Pokemon Champions, or like Pokken Tournament, maybe. Maybe Pokken Tournament is a little bit closer. But I don't actually know if Game Freak made Pokken Tournament. I don't know. Not sure. I'd have to look into that. Please keep playing the songs. Don't stop the songs. I like him. He's good. He's going today. Lapras. Gigantamax Lapras is not as cool as some of the other Gigantamax forms I've seen, but it's not bad. I don't hate it. I don't, you know, I think it's fine. Can we play the music, please? I think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. For Mega Aerodactyl, they kind of just tossed a bunch of spikes on him. And I don't like his goatee. Not one of my favorite Gigantamax forms. Or not, Mega Evolutions is what I mean. Gigantamax Snorlax kind of reminds me of Mosslax a little bit. I don't know if it's any good. Didn't play this one. Design's not my favorite. It can also hang out in D. For the Galarian Articuno, they made it Psychic, which is okay. It doesn't look too terribly different from the design other than it's purple. I kind of wish they would have changed it a little bit more. I think they did a lot better job with the Galarian Zapdos. I think that one looks really interesting, and they did a really great job changing the design to fit what it was supposed to look like now, to be fighting as well. I like this design a lot better, so I'm gonna put that one in S tier. I like that it's purple, but I don't think they did too much more with the design, so that's going in B tier. Moltres getting the dark typing. Again, this kind of looks really similar to the OG Moltres, but they did do a little bit more than I feel like they did to Articuno. So he can hang out here. I think the Mega Evolution of Dragonite looks very silly. I think he's a goofy guy. I kind of love him, but he's also kind of a goofball. I think this is a double S tier. Would have in my party for sure. Also powerful. We love. Mewtwo's. I like this Mewtwo a little bit better than this Mewtwo here. I feel like they kind of just like shrunk him too much. Thank you for Roxodran. I feel like they wanted to make like a Mega Evolution of Mew, but didn't want to. But they wanted to, but they didn't want to. And so they went with this. I think this is closer to what I would want from a Mewtwo Mega Evolution. So I think he's A, and I think he's B. Okay. That is all of the Kanto regional variants, and that only took 40 minutes. I'm gonna drink some water. Hopefully I can be a little bit more quick with the rest of them, but we'll see how long the stream goes, because there's literally hundreds left to go through. Okay, Chikorita. Chikorita is double S for sure. I love Chikorita's design. Bayleaf, I think, is pretty good. Simkurita? Senorita? I like Bayleaf, not as much as Chikorita. Bayleaf can be an A. Meganium can be an A. My main Pokemon in Legends are Legends ZA is Mega Meganium. I really enjoy playing with. I really enjoy playing with that. Cyndaquil, S tier. S tier. For Quilava, S tier for Typhlosion. Actually, you know what? No, double S tier for Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil, very, very cute. And because our good friend Core is a Typhlosion, Core can also go in. Typhlosion can go in double S tier. For Hisuian Typhlosion. I think it's a good variant, but it's not that different. I do like that it gets a ghost typing though. So also gonna go with S tier for that. Little Totodile, Crocodile. I think this is a really cute design. I don't use him as my starter, but I think he's adorable and I would smooch on the forehead. Still a great design. Like the way that they moved in the direction they moved with it. Yeah. Pretty good. Not my favorite. I don't play with this Mega Evolution, so I don't know if it's any good. And the design confuses me. It's fine. Sentret is very cute. Ferret is very cute. Hoot is very cute. A round Borb. Noctowl, very good. Thank you for patting me on the head. Noctowl, very good. Ladybee. Ladybug. Ladybugs. Let's think about our ladybug friends. I mean, I think it's cute. I think it's a cute design. But not one I go out of my way to catch. I think this is a good improvement on the design. I think it really tells you what it's, you know, turning into. A first spider, very cute. Fine design. Good evolution on the design for Ariados. I like the way they moved it, but again, I'm not a big fan of spiders, so I don't want it. I think Crobat is a much better evolution for Zubat. I like Crobat quite a bit more than Golbat. Chinchou is pretty cute, but kind of mid. I don't know. Not one of my favorite Pokemon to play with. Lantern, a good evolution on the design. Great job with that. I would put it above Chinchu. Pichu. So Pichu was the first little like baby Pokemon, you know, I encountered where they were like, oh, actually, we have these pre-evolutions that we didn't tell you about beforehand. Ooh. We wanted to make more marketable plushies. And it's kind of like, why? Why are you here? Why do you exist? Other than marketing, but also like it's kind of cute, so I can't put it too low. And it can be B. Cleffa.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Why you have to be mad? I don't like Cleffa as much. Igglybuff. I don't really like Igglybuff at all. I really like Togepi. I liked him in the anime. I think he's super cute. I like him. I like him a lot. Togetic I like as well, and I think it's a great evolution of Togepi. But not as much as Togepi. I love Xatu. Or Natu. Natu's the little one, right? Yeah, Natu. I think any round bird, you give me a round bird, that's an S tier Pokemon right off the bat. Double S right off the bat. He's a round bird. Xatu, pretty good Pokemon. Pretty solid. Pretty all-arounder. I like him. Mareep is adorable as fuck. Flaffy, I think, is a really great evolution on Mareep's design. I think they did a great job. Ampharos, I don't know if Ampharos is something I don't get, personally. I don't know why it goes from being cute little sheepy to this guy. I don't get it. Good, solid Pokemon, though. Like to have in my party. Mega Ampharos, I like the design actually better because I think it goes with these guys more. Because he's still got the fluffy, so he's still, like, sheepy. I don't know if there's some lore thing I'm missing as to why he looks like that for the one stage. I don't know. Blossom's okay. I don't really keep a Blossom in my party, though. Meryl, very cute, very round, but not super into. Azumarill, I think, is a good evolution on the design and a much stronger Pokemon to have in your party. So, for sure, keeping that one there. Sudowoodo. I like Sudowoodo in the anime a lot. I don't really play with one on my team, but I think it's a good design for a Pokemon. He's pretty cute. Politoed. I've never played with a Politoed. Great Toad design. I never play with one on my team. Kind of forget about him sometimes. I don't know. Does that mean? I don't know. Hoppip. Hoppip's alright. Hoppip's alright. Skiploom I like better than Hoppip. And Jumpluff I like better than Hoppip. Apom. I don't really need an Apom on my team. Sunkern. I don't know. I don't really think about Sunkern. I'm sorry, Sunkern. I just don't think about you. I just don't think about you. I'm sorry. Sunflora. Not one I really think about. Not one I really have on my team. Not one I consider too often. But, yeah. Yanma? Yanma's alright. Yanma's alright. Whooper. Whooper's pretty cute. I like Whooper. I think the Paldean form is pretty good too. I like what they did with it. Quagsire, adorable. You gotta give it to him. But I don't really have one ever on my team. There's not really any reason for me to consider it. Espeon, great Pokemon. S tier Pokemon, for sure. And of course, you know I gotta put Umbreon in double S tier. Come on. Come on. What do you think? What are you thinking? Murkrow? That's your name? Murkrow? I like Murkrow. Murkrow, very cute. Slowking. Slowking's pretty good. I like him in the movie. I'll keep him there. This is the Gallon version. I just hear JJ yelling from the other room Mika's name. I'm just like, what is she doing? Why is she making you that mad? Mischievous. Thank you for hydrating me, JJ. I like Mischievous. And head pat and posture. JJ taking care of me, even when they're busy. Unknown. They're kind of wimpy. They're kind of wimpy guys. But I do like what they did with making them letters of the alphabet. Wobbuffet, annoying as fuck. I'm sorry, Wobbuffet's so annoying. I don't like Wobbuffet. Girafarig. I like Girafarig. Pineco. I don't think about Pineco. Or Fortress, to be quite frank. I do think it's an interesting design for a Pokemon, but I don't think about him very much. Fortress, again, I don't really think about him very much. Dunsparce, I like Dunsparce. I like Dunsparce. Gilgar. Gilgar. A good bat. Steelix, I think, is a good evolution for Onix. I like Steelix. Mega Steelix. Pretty good. Pretty solid. I don't like Snubble's design very much. Personal opinion. I like Granbull's design more, but not one I would really have at my party. Quillfish, I think, is pretty good. Quillfish is good, but I wouldn't have it in my party. Hisuian Quillfish, I think, is a good variant design. I think it's a good variant. Scizor, I like Scizor. I would have a Scizor on my team. I think Scizor is pretty cool. I like Mega Scizor as well. I think it's a good addition to the design. Shuckle, I don't think about Shuckle, to be honest. But he's cute. I don't think about him too much, but he's cute. Heracross, meh. I don't really ever have a Heracross on my team. Mega Heracross, I do like the design. I think it's a good mega design. Sneasel, I like Sneasel. I think Sneasel's cute. I'd have a Sneasel. We have the Hisuian Sneasel. I think is a really good regional variant, actually. Teddiursa is adorable. Come on. Look at that fucking face and tell me you wouldn't want a Teddiursa. Ursaring. Pretty good. I'd have an Ursaring on my team. I don't like Slugma just for the name. Purely for the name, I don't like it. It sounds like you're about to make a joke of an inappropriate nature. Slugma's fine, though. I actually like Macargo more than Slugma. Pillowswine's Swinub. This is Swinub. Pillowswine's the bigger one. Swinub is so fucking cute. I'd cuddle a Swinub in a heartbeat. Pillowswine, I don't... It's a good design, but I don't want a Pillowswine on my team as much. Corsola is pretty good. Hi, Baker. I'm doing poorly. I'm not going through this very quickly, unfortunately. But that's fine. We'll make it eventually. There's only 1,296. Corsola's pretty good. But I don't really... I wouldn't really have a Corsola on my team. Galarian Corsola makes me sad. It looks dead. Why does it look like that? You make me sad. Stop making me sad. Remoraid is okay. I'm not super into it. I like Octillery better. Delibird's okay. I don't use it. I like Mantine's design a lot. I think it's a very cute Pokemon. Skarmory, very good. I would want a Skarmory on my team. I like the design, and I would have a Skarmory on my team. Mega Skarmory, I think is okay. I would have it on my team, but also I'm not as big of a fan of the design as some other designs. Houndour is so fucking cute. Get out of here. Houndoom, so fucking cute. You're on my team forever and ever. Mega Houndoom? Yeah. I'd have a Mega Houndoom. Kingdra. I like it as an evolution of Seadra. I think it's an S tier Pokemon. You need JJ's opinion? JJ's in and out, but maybe they'll come in and see that you need their opinion. Fanfi is adorable. S tier. Donphan, I like actually even better the design. I think they really improved upon the design with that too. I think it's a great evolution. I can ask you, but promise you won't get mad. Oh boy. Okay, I'll try my best to not get mad. Porygon 2, I like Porygon 2. I think it's a funny... I think Porygon 2 is a funny guy. Is Alfredo pasta mac and cheese? Well, everything is just mac and cheese. Chicken Alfredo? It's mac and cheese. Fucking rigatoni? Well, that's just a noodle. But you put cheese on it? It's mac and cheese. Everything is mac and cheese. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? Do you have any idea what I'm talking about when I say that? Why don't, while I, Okay, I'm gonna go, feed my dog, and you can watch this while I'm gone.
And with these coupons for Kraft cheese, oh god, I can't go wrong. I did a lot of fucking Kraft macaroni and ramen noodles in the 20s. Oh bro, I had a super mac phase. Yeah, a mac and cheese phase. Yeah, what? Okay, good. Yeah, me too. It lasted from ages of 12 to 23. It lasted from when I was born to right now. Yeah, to almost 8 minutes ago. Who does not love a good mac and cheese? Everybody loves mac and cheese. Chicken Alfredo, mac and cheese. Fucking lasagna, mac and cheese with some meat in it. It's all mac and cheese, dude. Rigatoni, well that's just a noodle, but if you put cheese on it, then it becomes mac and cheese. Do you see where I'm going with this? Hey Billy, what was your favorite Game Grumps episode? I really like the one where Aaron talked about macaroni for a long
All right. Let's go back to... You're getting an Olive Garden ad. Perfect timing. Stantler. Stantler's fine. Smeargle. Smeargle's okay. I don't think I ever encountered this guy in the wild. Tyrogue. He's fine. He's okay. Hitmontop is interesting to me. I don't like Smoochum. Elekid is okay. Not great. Not gonna get above a D. Magby. Eh. Miltank, I think is a good. Whoa, where'd it go? What happened to Miltank? Oh, I was trying to put Miltank in B. I think he's fine. Blissey's B tier. I like Raikou. I like Entei more. I like Suicune most. Larvitar? My brain has trouble going from Larvitar to Pupitar to Tyranitar. I don't get that one, really. It's fine, though. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And then Mega Tyranitar I really like more. Lugia. I like Lugia, but why does he have hands? Back from ad jail. Welcome back. I really like Ho-Oh a lot. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. You say you're gonna sneeze and then you don't sneeze, you know? That's how that works. Celebi is great in the card game. Celebi's awesome in the card game. Alright, we're into Generation 3. This is gonna take forever. Okay. It only took us an hour to get to Gen 3. Trico. Trico is okay. Grovyle. I like Grovyle as an acceleration of the design of Trico. And I like Sceptile more. And I like Mega Sceptile most. I love frickin' Torchic, dude. So cute. Kabuskin. Pretty good. And then I think we get back to it with Blaziken. With me liking it more. And then I think Mega Blaziken didn't really do what I wanted with the design. Mudkip. Fucking look at this little guy. How could you not love him forever? Marshtomp. Pretty good. Pretty good. And then we have Swampert. Why did my name escape me? I like Swampert. 2, I also like Mega Swampert's design a lot. Doggy. Doggy is gonna be double S tier. Don't at me. Doggy is double S tier. Like, get out of here. Zigzagoon is also double S tier. So freaking cute. The Galarian Zigzagoon reminds me of Kiss, which I think is very funny. Also super cute though, and I think it's a good regional variant. Linoon. I never know how to say this. Is it Linoon? 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 Interesting Pokemon. Pretty good. Pretty good regional variant, too. Come here. Don't run away. I like a little worm. A little worm's gonna be S tier for me. Double S tier all the way. I love a little worm. Silcoon. Here's my thing. Silcoon and Cascoon are too close to each other. And I don't like I don't know if they should have made it to be like the Nidorino situation where you have like these two wholly separate forms. I don't know. They're too close for me. I feel like it could have been a gender variant more than a, like, I don't know. Is it a gender variant? I don't know. I don't know anything about the cocoon guys, and I don't particularly want to know. Beautyfly's better. Dustox is better. Lotad and Lombre. Lotad, I like Lotad. I like Lombre. And I like Ludicolo. They're all good. To me, Seedot I think is very cute. Nuzleaf I think is a good very evolution on the design, but I'm not gonna have a Nuzleaf on my team. Shiftry again, same kind of boat. Look at this little bird. Freaking adorable. Get out of here. It's so small, so cute. Then we get to the evolution. Wait. Yeah, Swallow. Yeah, Swallow. That's what you're called. You're called Swallow. Why did my brain doubt that? Thank you for the care package. Wingull. Pretty good. Oh, Pelipper, pretty good. Pelipper. Ralts is pretty good. Curlia, I like less than I like Ralts. Gardevoir, though, is double S tier for sure. Gardevoir is awesome, and Mega Evolve Gardevoir, even better. I think Gardevoir is a great Pokemon. Surskit, fine. Pretty good, but meh. I like Shroomish. I do like Shroomish. I think Shroomish is really cute, a little grumpy guy. Breloom, I think, is a good evolution on the design as well. I don't like this whole line. Like, you're kind of cute. You're kind of and then you're I don't like them. Nincada, I always forget exists. I never remember that Nincada exists. I always feel like Ninjask is the first of this line. I never remember Nincada. I think it's a very forgettable Pokemon. Ninjask, I think, is better, and then I think Should Ninja is even better. I think they're a really good evolutionary line of themselves. I just always forget that Nincada is a thing. Whismer... Nah. Loudred... Explode, I like better than either of those. Makuhita. I like Makuhita. I like Hariyama. Azurill, I don't know why you need to exist. I don't really know why you need to exist. I don't like Nosepass. I don't like Nosepass. I like Skitty. I like Delcatty more. Sableye. I like Sableye. He's just a little creature. I like Mega Sableye because I like Sableye, but I don't like the design as much because why does he just get a giant thing? Hi, Xeno. Why does he just get a giant gem? Like, I don't... He's fine, but he's less than Sableye in my opinion. Mawile. I like Mawile. I'd have a Mawile on my team. Definitely Mega Mawile, for sure. Mega Mawile is pretty great. I think Aaron is really cute. I think it's an adorable Pokemon. I don't know why Xeno just put a bunch of pictures of feet in chat and then didn't say anything else. Don't know why that was the case of what you did, Xeno, but hi. Larian, not as cute, but still a good Pokemon to have in your party. Aggron, good Pokemon to have in your party for sure. Mega, yeah, I'd have a Mega Aggron on my team. I don't need I could take or leave Meditite. I don't know. Medicham, I don't play with a Medicham on my team. I could take or leave him, but I like the form better. I like the Mega Evolved form better. Electrike Dougie. I love the doggies. Also pretty good Mega Evolved form for you too. Plusle and Minun are another set of Pokemon that I don't get why they exist. They're just this generation's Pikachu. They're cute, but I could take them or leave them. Volbeat and Illumise. I don't play with either of them on my team. Their designs also just don't speak to me. Roselia. I like Roselia's design. I think she's cute, but I don't play with her on my team. Gulpin. I don't really like Gulpin or Swalot. I don't use them ever, and I don't like the way they look. Carvana. Like, I know Carvana existed before, like, the car service Carvana existed, but the name is just really funny to me. I think it's a good design. I think it's a good Pokemon. A tier. Sharpedo, I like even more. I would put Sharpedo even in S tier, and I would also put Mega Sharpedo in S tier. I think it's a good Mega Evolution, too. Wailmer is super freaking cute. I like Wailmer. Can hang out in S tier for me. Wailord. Good evolution on the design. Big boy. He can also hang out in S tier. Jesus, there's still so many fucking Pokemon to go. Oh my god. Numel is pretty cute. Camerupt's pretty good. Mega Camerupt. Yeah, Mega Camerupt A. Torkoal. I like Torkoal. Spoink. Spoink makes me sad. Spoink concerns me. Spoink. Why do you exist? Grumpig, I think, is better. I like Grumpig more. I don't like Spinda. I don't know why that needs to exist. Trapinch. Trapinch is alright. Spoink is my nickname for sex. Okay. Interesting nickname you've got there for sex, Cox. How are you doing today? And has that line ever worked for you? Vibrava's alright. Flygon, no, yeah, that's what I thought. Flygon's better. Cacturn, or this is Cacturn is this guy who I like a little bit better. You want a Blastoise? And has that ever worked for you? Swablu's pretty cute. S tier for Swablu. Altaria is definitely double S. Is this like a Pokemon ID date tier list? No, it's a Pokemon I like and think are good and aesthetically pleasing and good Pokemon to have on your team and cool guys. Zangoose, I like Zangoose a lot. I had Zangoose on my team in Mystery Dungeon a lot. Sviper is not too different than Ekans in my opinion, but I think it's a great design. So it can go in A. Where did you put Big Dick B? I mean, it was in my original tier lists when I got the original 151. Where did I put Beedrill? A tier. A tier for Beedrill. Lunatone, I think is an interesting design. I don't think it's a great Pokemon. You're unsubbing. You're not subbed. You weren't subbed anyway, dude. These guys can go in B tier. Barboach, I forget about. Very forgetful Pokemon to me. Whiscash, I also forget about. Except for, like, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I don't think I ever, like, played with a Whiscash at all. Baker knows what you mean? I don't know if he does. I don't know if he does. Why is Big Dick B not in double S? Because this is my tier list. You can make your own if you disagree. Corphish, I forget exist. Crawdaunt is better, but I don't use it. Baltoy is an interesting Pokemon to me. I like its lore. I don't use it in my team, but I think it's good lore. Claydol, same vibe. Lileep, what's your issue with Wigglytuff? I don't like it. I don't like Wigglytuff. Beedrill, yeah. Cox calls Beedrill Big Dick B. What is your opinion on Beedrill, Baker? You know very few Pokemon. Do you know Beedrill? Lileep is really cool to me, but I don't use it on my team. Same goes for Cradily. You don't like a lot of Gen 1? I like some of Gen 1. Smash? You would smash a Beedrill? That's an interesting thing to say. I'm sure KBs would be really interested in figuring that out. I like Anorith. He's trying his best. Like, you look at this guy and you're like, what are you doing? And it just says my best. And then evolving into such a fucking cool guy, I really like him. Kez, what's your opinion on Beedrill? Feebas, I don't like Feebas very much, but I love Milotic. Can you see my double S tier? Yeah, sure. This is where we're at so far. You can only smash Beedrill once, then it dies. That's so sad. Pour one out for Beedrill. You'd run from a Beedrill? Understandable. Have a nice day. Cast form... Cast form with its various variant is okay, but very forgetful. Sort of a respectable double S tier. Thank you. I like the variant forms better than normal, but meh. Who's that Pokemon? Latias, however? Okay, girl. Calm down. I like Kecleon. I think Kecleon is a good design. Very cute. It's Pikachu! Shuppet, I think is fine. Meh. I do like Banette better than Shuppet, personally. It's Pikachu! I like Mega Banette a lot, though. I would put a Mega Banette on my short list of team members. Duskull. Duskull's pretty good. I like Duskull. Personally. Yes. I like Dusclops too. Put Tangela down 2 tiers? Okay. Well, I like Tangela. I like Tangela fine. I don't got anything against Tangela. Tropius feels like it should be in the Chikorita line to me. Like, it should be like Meganium Tropius should be like the split there. So I don't know why it's not, but that's my opinion. You found no use for it? Well, I feel like Terry the Tangela would disagree with you. Slowking, I agree, is F. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a... Thing kick my ass. The slacking? Yeah. Chimecho. I like its Mega Evolution. I like its Mega Evolution more. I love Absol. Absolutely. I have 2 Mega Absols on my team in Legends. So, like, you know where these guys are going. You know where these guys are going. I don't like... Why not? I'm sorry, why not? I don't like you. Snowrunt's fine. I can never say this Pokemon's name right. Galil? I never... These are all Pokemon I don't know, so you'd be going off appearance alone.
But we can be bees. This is good news.
Well, I know a majority of them. Once we get to Galar, I'm not going to know anything. I didn't play that game. Fine. I like the Mega Evolved version better. I love Spheal. You just... Orb. Play blue and yellow. I played yellow. I played leaf green. I played diamond. I played Mystery Dungeon. I played a lot of Pokemon games. CeeLo. CeeLo's good. Good evolutionary line, I think, for Spheal, but they're just not anywhere near actual Spheal to me. I like Clamperl a lot better than Shellder. Wouldn't have it on my team, though. Huntail, I forget exists. But pretty good Pokemon when you remember that it exists. Gorbis, fine. Relicanth, I like Relicanth a lot. Clamperl sounds like such a lazy name. I was gonna make a joke, but I think Cox would appreciate it a little too much. Luvdisc, again, forgettable Pokemon. I don't have any use for it. Bagon's alright. Bagon's not bad, but it's not A tier. What joke? Don't worry about it. Shelgon. I don't like as much as Bagon. It was gonna be I'll clamp on your mom's pearl, but anyway. Why is the Mega evolved before the regular? Why did they do that? Salamence. I like Salamence. I have a Salamence on my team. And I like Mega Evolution Salamence too. Beldum. Matang. Better. Metagross. Better. Mega Metagross. Better. Salamence is my fave YouTuber. I don't get that joke. All of the Reggies are really great. That Dugtrio with hair looks like a fuckboy. Yeah, they look like a boy band, and that's why I don't like them. I gotta put all of the Reggies up at the top. The Reggies all go to the top. The Reggies all go to the top. Wait. Do you have to do every unknown? No. I did not. I did not do every unknown. I just did the unknown as a collective. Latios, Latias, and their megas. All S as well. Double S, in fact. He's a Stardew Valley YouTuber. His channel is called Salamence because it's his fave Pokemon when he made his account at the age of 12. It wasn't a joke. I thought it was a joke based on someone's you know, some Markiplier. They'll say something that sounds like similar to Markiplier, and then they'll be like, "That's my favorite YouTuber." That's what I thought you were going for. Kyogre, double S as well. Kyogre's pretty baller. Groudon, also to S, very baller. Double S for Kyogre and Groudon. Rayquaza's next, Cox. Don't you worry about it. Rayquaza, double S, because of course they are. Rayquaza? Yeah, Rayquaza. Rayquaza. Is Rayquaza. Double S for Rayquaza and the Mega Rayquaza. Jirachi. Jirachi can go to A tier. Not one of my favorite legendaries. Deoxys. Frickin' Deoxys is the Rayquaza, the Ray Romano of Pokemon. Everybody loves Rayquaza. Just want to get Gen 3 games on the Switch. That will be a glorious day. Okay. Deoxys. I loved Deoxys when I was younger. I freaking was obsessed with Deoxys. Because I was like, oh my god, Deoxys, like deoxyribonucleic acid is DNA. He's so cool. Wow. That's exactly what I sounded like as a kid, by the way. Everybody loves Rayquaza. Would be a good spin-off for Pokemon. Kyogre was my first celebrity crush. Relatable. Okay, we've made it through Generation 3. We're on Generation 4. Oh, God. How many? There's still so many fucking Pokemon left. Why did I agree to do this? Why would... Because you all raised $300. That's why. Because you all raised $300 for charity. That's why I agreed to do this. Okay. Turtwig. I like Turtwig. Very cute. Very cute little guy. Grotle? Is that how you say it? I never learned. My mama never taught me how to say it. Pretty good. And then Torterra. Pretty good. What the fuck? What the fuck, Cox? What the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? Flame Momkey is cool? Chimchar? Chimchar? Chimchar is pretty cool, but not my favorite. B tier. Monferno, B tier. Infernape is A tier. Frickin' Piplup, S tier. Double S tier, in fact. Prinplup. I don't like Prinplup as much. Sorry, Prinplup. Why do I keep feeling like I have bugs crawling on me? I'm just itchy. I don't know why. Need more lotion, I guess. Empoleon, though. Back up to the top. Thank you for hydrating me, JJ, and patting me on the head. JJ did want me to hydrate and pat me on the head. Because they love me. Starlies to the top. Can I love you? Sure. That's fine. Staravia. I don't like Staravia as much. I like Staraptor, though. 1 minute and 30 seconds until you can love me? What's the one... Or are you in ads? What's 1 minute 30 seconds mean? Mega Staraptor is even better. Mega Staraptor is pretty good. Oh, head pat on cooldown. Okay, I understand. Bidoof? I don't like Bidoof, actually. And I like its evolved form even less. It's annoying. It's ugly. I don't like it. Cricketot's pretty cute. Cricketoon, I think the design is even better. Oh my god, can't stop freaking yawning, dude. I'm too tired for this. Shinx is adorable. Luxio is adorable. And Luxray is pretty good. As a Pokemon in general. Badoo's cute, but kind of useless. Roserade is better. Grandiose is fun as a fossil Pokemon to me. And I like its evolved form too. Very good. Very good. Shieldon. Shieldon's pretty cute. But not really that useful. Bastiodon, more useful but not as cute. I don't really like any of the Burmy designs. And I don't use Burmy ever. Kind of useless. Wormadam, more useful. And I think the designs are a little bit better. But I still don't use them on my team at all. Mothim, pretty good. I think Combee's pretty good. I really like Vespiquen a lot. Pachirisu. I don't really ever use a Pachirisu, but it's not terrible. Beazle is fine. Floatzel is fine. Cherubi is cute, but I don't ever use it for anything. Cherim, Overcast, and Sunshine forms. I think I like the Overcast form better than the Sunshine form. But that's just like my opinion, man. The two different Shellos forms. I think Shellos is pretty cute, but I don't really use it for anything. It's fine. The two different Gastrodon forms. I would use those, actually, in a fight. But I don't like their designs as much. Decisions are hard. Ambipom. We get an evolution for Apom. And I think it's better. Drifloon is kind of cute and kind of creepy, so that's an A tier Pokemon to me. Driftblim is a good evolution on the design. Baniri, very adorable. I like Baniri. She's a very cute little guy. Lopunny, people are weird about Lopunny, but I think it's a really good aesthetic design, and I would have one on my team. And Mega Lopunny, even more so. I think they did a good job with an evolution on the design, and I think it's a good Pokemon. Pretty solid. Mismagius. I like Mismagius. Solid design, solid choice. Honchkrow. I like a bird. But I wouldn't have Honchkrow on my team. But I like a bird, the design enough to put it up top. Glameow is pretty good design, pretty cute, but I wouldn't have it on my team, but I like the design enough to put it in S. Purugly, I hate Purugly. Get it out of here. I don't like the design. I don't use it. I don't want it. Get it the heck out of here. Chingling, I don't like and I wouldn't use, but I don't hate it. Stunky is fine. Skuntank is fine. Bronzor, I don't like Bronzor. I don't like its design, and I don't like its evolution. Bonsly is cute, but kind of useless. I don't like Mime Jr. I don't like Happiny. I like Chatot, though. I like Chatot. Good design. Cute Pokemon. I like Spiritomb. I think that's a very interesting Pokemon. I like Gibble. I'd pet Gibble. I'd pet a Gibble. I'd kiss a Gibble on the forehead. I think Gabite is good too. And then I really like Garchomp a lot. And it's evolution, mega evolutions too. I think Garchomp's double S tier. I don't like Munchlax, but I don't hate it. I like Riolu. Okay, pretty cute. I like it. I like Lucario better. I like Mega Lucario bestest, but not my favorite Mega. This is involving so much scrolling. My fingers are gonna get tired. Hippopotas. Cute. Don't use it. I'll put it one up. Hippowdon. I don't use it, but it's a good evolution on the design. I think it's pretty good in that regard. Skorupi. I think it's a good design. I don't use it. Drapion, I think is a good evolution on the design. I don't use it, but I like it more. Krogunk. Krogunk's fine, but I don't use it. Toxicroak is better. I think it's a good evolution on the design. Carnivine. I like Carnivine, but I don't use it. Finneon, kind of useless. What are you called? Luminion? Is that your name? You're a little bit better, but rather forgettable Pokemon. Mantike, I think is really cute. I'm gonna put it up there just because it's cute guy. Snover's alright. Abomasnow is pretty good. I would have an Abomasnow on my team. And I think the Mega is a good evolution of the design, and I would definitely put one on my team. What's next? Weavile? Weavile's alright. Weavile's alright. I like Weavile. Yes, I'm still listening to the music. Boop, 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 boop. I don't like Magnezone. I don't think it needs to exist, but it is better, in my opinion, than Magneton. D tier. I don't like you. Licky Licky can get out of here. Rhyperior? Rhyperior's pretty good. Tangrowth. Tangrowth can go there. I don't really like Electivire, but I do think it's a good evolution on the design. I also don't really like Magmortar, but I do think it's a good evolution on the design. Togekiss. Good evolution on the design, in my opinion, and kind of cute. Yanmega. Yanmega's fine. Fine. Leafeon, very cute. We love an evolution. Glaceon, also very cute. We love an evolution. Gliscor. Where do you go? I don't really use you, but you're fine. Mamoswine, good evolution on the design and pretty useful. Porygon Z. You can live here. Glade. I like Glade. I like Glade. And I like Mega Glade a lot. I like Mega Glade a lot. No, Probopass. I don't like Probopass. I really don't. Dusknoir is pretty good, but I don't use it very much. Frostlass, I like Frostlass a lot. I would have a Frostlass on my team. And I would especially have a Mega Frostlass on my team. Yeah, Mega Frostlass is double S. Oh god, why is it gonna make me do all the different forms of Rotom? I like Rotom fine. All of its forms are fine. I don't really use them. It's all fine. It's just fine, in my opinion. These guys. Is it Uxie? Uxie? Or is it Uxie? I never know. They're pretty good. Not my favorite designs for legendaries. Now, Dialga. I love Dialga. I think Dialga's awesome. I love Dialga. Like, Dialga's what made me want to get Diamond. And I think the Mega... not Mega Evolution. Yeah, no, Mega Evolution. Yeah. That's what they are. They have a bunch of different forms, though, so I get them confused sometimes. Palkia is pretty good, too. But not as good, in my opinion, as Dialga. Heatran. Pretty good. Yeah. A Reggie always goes up there. Regigigas is good, too. Put a Reggie up there. Giratina There's still so many left. I was like, I can knock this out in 2 hours. It's easy. There's still so many left. Giratina. Giratina. Pretty great. Ugh. Cresselia's after Giratina. I like Cresselia a lot too. These two I never really got why they're legendaries. I don't like them that much. Take them or leave them, honestly. Darkrai, I like Darkrai a lot. Darkrai's way up there for me. Personally, I like Darkrai. I think Shaman's very cute. I think Shaman's super cute. I'll put Shaman at the top as well. Powerful and adorable. Ugh. Arceus, you gotta put God in the God tier. You gotta put God in the God tier. What are you doing? I don't really like Victini. Oh, hey, we're in Gen 5. Look at that. I don't really like Victini that much. Forgettable to me. Snivy. I like Snivy. I like Servine. I keep scrolling past. I like Servine more, and I like Serperior the best. Tepig, very cute, but never the one I picked to be my starter. And then I think it just gets uglier, unfortunately. I unfortunately think it just continues to get ugly. But I do think this is a better design. For a Mega, Oshawott is adorable. Oshawott cute as fuck. Dewott. Dewott's pretty good. And then Samurott is pretty good. And then I think the Hisuian form is a good variation of it as well. I don't like Patrat. I don't like Watchog. A Lillipup is just a little doggy. Just a little doggy. I think this list is a little long. You think? It's all the Pokemon. It's 1,296 Pokemon. It's a little long, for sure. Purloin. I like Purloin. And I like Leopard as well. I think they're both really good designs and very cute. Pansage, Simisage, and Pansear, Simisear, Pampor, Simipour. They're alright, but they're not going to get past C tier from me. They're going to be locked in C tier for me. Okay, Munna and Musharna freak me out a little bit. Like, Munna's kind of cute, but then Musharna looks a little too embryonic for me personally. I don't fuck with it. Pidove is so fucking cute. Get out of here. Pidove is one of my favorites. Tranquil. I like Tranquil, but not as much as Pidove. And then Unpheasant, the two forms of Unpheasant, I think are good variations on the design, but I'm not as big of a fan of them. What's your name again? I know Zebstrika is the bigger one. Blitzel? Cute. And then Zebstrika's better. I don't like these guys very much. I think this is like my favorite of them, but I don't know. Roggenrola and Gigalith and all them, they're kind of eh. Woobat. Woobat's pretty cute, but I don't really use a Woobat, so I definitely don't use a Swoobat. You need to get food? Go eat. Eat your foods. I don't like Drillbur. Excadrill's better, but I don't really use it. I think the Mega's a good design, though. I don't like Audino. I don't think the design's cute. It's trying a little too hard to be cute, in my opinion. But I think the Mega is really good. I think the Mega kind of accomplishes more of what it was trying to do. Timber. Girder. Conkeldurr. Timpole. I think these guys are all really ugly. Like, they're interesting designs, but they're really ugly. These guys fall into the category of too human for me to like. I don't like them. I like a little worm. You know me and little worms. You're a little worm, you're going to the top. You're going straight to the top in this world. And then I think these are really good designs, and I don't really use them, but I think they're good designs. Bigger worm, not as cute. Getting better. Getting best. And then the Mega's even better to me. Cottony? Cottony. Whimsicott. Petalil. Petalil. Lilligant. Lilligant Huisian form. Yeah. Basculin. We gotta fill our days with fish, but they don't really do anything. I do like that they have variations, but they don't really do anything. I like Sandile. I want to like Krokorok, but I think they were a little bit lazy between Krokorok, Sandile, and Crocodile. And I think they did better with Crocodile's design. I like Darumaka. I think it's really cute to make a Pokemon based off of the Darumakas, but I don't think it does much for me. And then the other forms. There's like so many forms. I don't really like the other forms as much, honestly. I think the OG, they kind of cooked. I think they kind of cooked with the OG. Our cactus. We get another cactus Pokemon, which is kind of cute. Dwebble. A Dwebble. Dwebble's fine. Crustal's better. Scraggy. I could take or leave Scraggy and Scrafty, honestly. I like Mega Scrafty, though. I like Mega Scrafty. Sigalith is pretty fucking cool. Sigalith is a pretty cool Pokemon. Yamask and Galarian Yamask, I think, are pretty good, but I wouldn't use either of them, you know? I would use a Cofagrigus, though. I would put a Cofagrigus. Tortle is a Tortle. Tortuga is a Tortle. And then Caracosta is pretty cool, too. A Tortle. A Tortle. I like Archon. I like him. I think he's very funny looking. I think he's a good burb. Archeops, again, very funny looking, very good burb. I don't like these guys. I don't like them. As far as these guys are concerned, they're very cute. So they can go up top. They can hang out up top. They're very cute. I like them. I like them. I really underestimated how much time this was going to take. Ugh. Oh, no, don't get out of order. Don't get out of order. You're out of order. I don't really use these guys, and they're kind of cute, but I don't really care about them that much. I hate you. I don't like you as much. I like you a little bit better. I don't like these guys. I really don't. Sorry if they're your favorites. Duck. Good duck. Good duck. Ducklet, good duck. Swan, a good swan. I don't like the ice creams. I don't like the ice creams. Can I just, like, highlight and drag all of... Like, I wanted to be able to take all of these with me. Like, let me highlight and drag so I can move all of these guys at once. Because they all need to go up to A tier. And I have to individually drag them. And that's a pain in the butt. Because they're, like, all deerlings. They're all the same. They're just different forms. And it's like, they're the same to me. They're the same to me. No, don't get out of order. Stay in order. You're out of order. Emolga is not anything. Thank you for the hydrate and the headbat. And the posture check. Carablast is another one that I forget about. Don't like. I like a Scavalier, though. I like the design of that. I like the Fungus and Amoongus. I like Fungus Amoongus. Jellicent. Oh, these are Frillish. The other ones are Jellicent, right? These guys are the Frillish. The other ones are Jellicent. Jellicent is okay. Pretty good. I mean, Frillish. Jesus Christ. Frillish. Jellicent is an improvement on the design, in my opinion. Alomomola. I don't like that Alomomola isn't in the same family as Love Disc. That's just rude. Joltik's fine. I don't really use these guys. I don't know. I don't like Pharaoh Seed. I don't really use you. What are you even called? I don't even remember. I hate these guys. These guys suck. I don't like their designs. I don't like them at all. Tynamo is pretty cute. Electric is pretty cool. Electros is pretty cool. And I like the Mega Evolution also. Elgium. I forget about Elgium a lot. Very forgetful to me. This guy, I can't even remember his name. I'm not gonna lie. Litwick, I like better than most other Pokemon that are like inanimate objects. I don't like Lantern. I like Chandelure more than most others. And I like the Mega Evolve more than most other item Pokemon. Axew's pretty cute. And I like where it goes with its evolutionary line. I think it's pretty good evolutionary line. Cubchoo is cute, but I hate nose drips. Anything that has a nose drip like that, or like a drool or anything, you're bottom tier for me. I'm so sorry. And then Beartick is fine. I don't like Cryogonal. Shelmet's okay. A little bit better. I don't even remember this guy's name. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember him either. Stunfisk is okay. This is Galarian Stunfisk. He's fine. Minimal opinion on him. Minefu is pretty good, but I like Mineshaw more. Dreadodon. I like Dreadodon. Golett. I like Golurk more. I like the Mega Evolve more. The Pawn guys. They're pretty good. They're not terrible. They're not terrible. Buffalent, I think, would have made a really good variant of Taurus. I don't know why I said it like that. But it's not terrible design, but I wouldn't really put it on my team. Rufflet is super fucking cute, but not as cute as the other bird Pokemon, in my opinion. Bravery is next. That's its evolved form, right? Bravery, and then this is like the Hisuian Bravery, I guess. Pretty good. I played that game. I should know what they look like. I should remember what Hisuian Bravery looks like, but I don't remember. Vullaby is kind of ugly, but I like Mandibuzz a little bit better. Heatmore is pretty good. Durant, I think, in conjunction with Heatmore is really good. This guy just reminds me of, like, a little kid. So he's really cute. He just reminds me of a little child. And then I like these guys too. Their design's cute too. And then I like you bestest. I like you even bestester. I forget that you exist. I forget that you exist. I'm sorry. I forget you exist. I like you. You're pretty cool. I put you on my team and you're a legendary. So get with it. What is this guy's name? Terra something? I don't know. I don't remember him. Forgettable to me. Forgettable. And then this is the Visorion. Visorion? Is that what you're called? I like you better. I like your design better. And then I don't like these guys. I don't like the way they look. I know they're based on like mythology and whatnot, but I don't like them. I like these forms much better. The like other forms that they have, I like them much better. And they're birds, so that's probably why. Reshiram, I like Reshiram a lot. And then Zekrom I like a lot too. And then, yeah, your form is also a little bit better in this form. And then, oh my god, so many forms of Kyurem. How many gens do I have left? Oh my god. No, I'm almost there. I'm almost there, right? This is not that bad. There's not that much left. We can get through it. I think you're a good design, but I don't think I ever used you. And I think you're better, but again, I don't think I ever used you. I don't think I ever did. And yeah, I'm just basing you off of pure vibes at this point, because I don't know any of you. I don't know you at all. I don't know who you are, but you're cute. I don't know you. I don't know you, but you're cute. Purely on vibes for you. I don't know you either. Who are you? I don't know you, but I don't really like your design that much. I like your design a little bit better. You're very useful. You're pretty useful. You can hang out up there. Okay. That brings us to the next gen. Okay, Chespin. Chespin is okay. And then I think he gets really ugly, which is really unfortunate for him. Fennekin is adorable. Fennekin is super cute, double S tier Pokemon. Braxen, S tier Pokemon for sure, double S. We love Braxen. And Delphox is double S tier as well. Mega Evolved Form 2. Let's bring that up there. Let's get that shit rolling. Froakie. I like Froakie and that whole evolutionary line a lot too, but I think that's just regular S tier for me until we get to Greninja, who is double S tier to me. Greninja, double S tier in my heart. For sure. Double S tier. Not regular S tier, double S tier. Get up there. Get up there. And then we've got Bunnelby and Diggersby down at the bottom. I don't like them. We put Fletchling and that line up top. Fletchling's double S tier. Fletchender's S tier. Talonflame is S tier. So we get them up top to S where they belong. You're a little worm guy. You're double S tier. If you're a little worm, you hang out in double S tier. We know this to be true about me. But I don't like where you go from there, especially your name. Spupa, get out of here. I don't like that. Vivillon, better. Not my favorite, but better. Litleo, fucking cute as shit, dude. The cutest shit you ever saw in your life. Just a little guy. The two different Pyroars. I think they're good variations for the gender for each other. I think they're pretty good. And then I absolutely hate the Mega Evolution. Like, why irritates me. I don't like it. It's not good. Flabebe. Flabebe is pretty good. And then I don't think Floette's that great of an evolutionary line for it. Doesn't change too much. I like this version of Floette better. And I think that's fine. And then Florges. Florges is better. I think they improved with Florges. What's next? Skidoo. Skidoo's cute. 23 Skidoo. I like Skidoo. And I like Go-Go. And Pancham, pretty cute. But not so much. Pangoro. Furfrou, cute doggy, but doesn't really do anything. Kind of just is there to be cute doggy. Esper's A tier. Meowstick, I like the versions of Meowstick that there are, and then that they kind of combine the two versions for its Mega Evolution. I think is a really good move. So those go up here, and then the Mega Evolution goes up top for me. I don't like you. I hate you. Despise you. Get out of here. I don't like you either. I don't like you. I don't like you, and I don't like you. Inkay, though. Inkay, pretty cute. Inkay's S tier. Malamar's S tier. Mega Evolve Malamar is double S tier. I don't like Binacle. I don't like what it evolves into, but I do think its evolved form, Mega Evolved form is a little bit better. Scrub! Scrub goes there. And then Dragalge goes into S tier. And then Mega Dragalge goes into S tier as well. Double S tier even. Inkay, our Lord and Savior? Our Lord and Savior? What do you mean? Crablauncher, whatever you're called, you could go there. Clawitzer, I think, is a good continuation of the design. Inkay Peak. Is Inkay your favorite Pokemon, Kez? I like Helioptile. I think he's kind of cute, but I don't really use him. No? Okay. But it's up there? Okay. Tyrant's fucking adorable. Put Tyrant up in double S. Tyrantrum, again, up in double S. And then I freaking Amora and Aurorus also up in double S. Who is your favorite Pokemon, Kez? Sylveon is S tier. Hawlucha is S tier. Mega Hawlucha is S tier. Kyogre, then Giratina, and now Ogerpon? I don't know which one that is, actually. I don't know who that is. Dedenne is kind of lame. I don't like Carbink either. Goomy. And then I like Sliggoo a little bit better than Goomy. And then we get the Hisuian forms of Goodra and regular Goodra. I like regular Goodra. And then the Hisuian forms are fine. But not my favorite. I don't like Klefki. I like Phantump. I like Phantump a lot. Trevenant, pretty great. Pretty good. Pumpkaboo, very cute. I like Pumpkaboo a lot. I like Gourgeist a lot. I don't really like I almost called him Bergamot. Bergamite. I like Avalugg fine. Avalug's pretty good. I like the Hisuian form too. It's not bad, but not my favorite. Noiburn. Noibat and Noiburn. JJ over here keeping me hydrated and keeping my back straight. Thank you, love. I like Noivern, Noibat and Noivern. Both of them. Both good. Good guys. Good solid men. Not my favorites, but not the worst. I like Xerneas a lot. Yes, I'm still listening. Why do you have to freaking ask every single time? Every time! I like Yveltal. Yveltal, however you say it. I wish I could just move all of these forms up to the top all at once. It would be a lot faster if I could do that. Oh, God. Okay, that just takes me down to the bottom of the page. No. Hi, Sharky. How it go? There's so many fucking Pokemon. There's so many Pokemon, Shark. My finger's getting tired from scrolling. But we're listing them. We're tiering them. How was VR chat? Yeah, no, it's 1,296. It's 1,296 with the forums. Are you done VR chatting? You're tipsy, you drank too fast? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are you drinking a water? Are you taking care of yourself? JJ told me to hydrate. I think we all must hydrate. I am drink water. You're switching to VR now? You weren't already... Oh, oops. You weren't already in VR chat? I don't like Hoopa. I like this design better, though. You were in desktop before. I see. But you're in VR now. Oh my god, we made it. We made it to 7. 2 more generations left. We're almost there. Rowlet is peak. Rowlet's my 3rd favorite Pokemon of all time. Dartrix is pretty good too. But I like Decidueye better. Bestrist. And I think the Hisuian form is a really good variation as well. Litten S double S tier. Torracat is very forgetful to me, but still cute. I don't like Incineroar. I'm sorry to all the Incineroar lovers out there. I don't like him. Poplio is very cute. Poplio can go in S tier. Primarina. Primarina could go in A tier. And I like Brioni is the middle one. I was like, why is this one's Primarina? Brioni is the middle one. I forget. Very forgettable Pokemon to me. Pikipek. Pikipek is cute. Pikipek, cute burb. Trumbeak, cute burb. But a little less cute. Toucanon. Toucanon can go next to Pikipek. Yungoos. I don't like Yungoos, and I really don't like Gumshoes. Grubbin's pretty good, but forgettable. Chargebug better. What are you called again? Volt? Vikavolt? Vikivolt? I think it's Vikavolt. Crabrawler. Crabrawler up here. Crabominable. 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 Oricorio, all of your forms. Oricorio, you have too many forms. You do. You do. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Caterpie, Butterfree, Wurmple, Scorbunny, Sobble, and Grookey, Lickitung, and Licky, Hexer, Scuffagrigus, Poliwrath, Mismagius, Fracture, Crabrawler, Dewpider, Shoulder, Cloyster, Hunter, Grimer, Golurk, Luxio, Swampert, Lilligant, Tynamo, Seismitoad, Politoed, Palpitoad, Seal, Parasect, Trevenant, Toxapex, Feel, Manabus, Scatterbug, Graveler, Pelipper, Elgian, Pikipek, Clawitzer, Conkeldurr, Probo, Pascalopy, Delibird, Ring, Blaziken, Fennekin, Coolidin, Nidoking, Scrub, Alakazam, Patrat, Woobat, Swoobat, Crobat, Golbat, Zubat, Poochyena, Caracosta, Teddy, Ursa, Umbreon, Alomomola, Chikorita, Gothorita, Dreadodon, Snorunt, Tyrant, Chargebug, Ninja, Scamma, Scavalug, Finneon, Drippy, Jolteon, Sylveon, Glaceon, Espeon, Jigglypuff, Igglybuff, Wigglytuff, Delmite, Servine, Rockruff, Porygon Z, Porygon 2, Rimbomb B, Skuntank, Link, Clank, Miltank, and Midtank, Luxray, Pidgey, Hitmonlee, Skitty, Happiny, Mudbray, Lota, Durant, Superior, Gorgai, Stoutland, Executor, Abrasidra, Nidorina, Dewat, Chestnut, Primarina, Ammonite, Dragonite, Charizard, Magnemite, Meditite, Dusknoir, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Minior, Garbodor, Ariados, Tyranitar, Glameow, Meowth, Exploud, Wobbuffet, Furret, Bellsprout, Starmie, Starly, Frogadier, Delcatty, Escavalier, Venonat, Poliwag, Hippopotas, Spinnerack, Marowak, Jumpfluffy, Bass, Fungus, and Mungus, and Pidgeotto, Weepinbell, Victory Bell, Hakamo-O, Orosaur, Matisse, Medicham, Mammoth, Slurpuff, Bebe, Flaragator, V, Sigilyph, Illicid, Anorathing, K, Rowlet, Golet, Honage, Arkin, Crocodile, Sentret, Pignite, Bergmite, Mentite, Kakuna, Sudowoodo, Wishy-Washy, Poplio, Abomasnow, Charmeleon, Darumaka, Hariyama, Sharpedo, Whiscash, Raticate, Sableye, Sandslash, Kricketune, Cutiefly, Beautyfly, Togepi, Volcarona, Magnezone, Lunatone, Roggenrola, Samurott, Oshawott, Whimsicott, Kangaskhan, Larvitar, Pupitar, Armostar, Kecleon, Togekiss, Sipestage, Nidoqueen, Cottonee, Florentius, Salamence, Jellicent, Bunnelby, Pilswine, Carnivine, Illumizen, Remoraid. I think we are done with the triplet wrap, so now let's wrap to educate. Are you ready, friends? Hey, come on, let's learn a little something from the Pokemon. There's Persian and Mudsdale, Donphan and Huntail, Sandygast, Nosepass, Frostlass, Lapras. I love to say the Pokemon, but here's the catch. Saying them all kinda seems far-fetched. Let me ask you a question. Wanna help me out? It's time to throw in more names. Come on, give me a shout. Those Pokemon are Tentacool. Those Pokemon are trash. Come be my friend. I got more to say, and if we dig a little deeper, we can learn today. So why not get comfy? Don't be crabby or blue. Here are some lessons, and I wrote 'em for you. If you muck around in school, you'll be distraught. Don't be doofus, just study a lot. If you're slacking in school, you'll drop out sooner, and abstinence is key, or you'll get a mime junior. Just wanna grab some candy? For a sweet treat, a more amazing snack is a peach you can eat. Beware of shift-tree strangers who offer you hugs. Don't stick forks into electric plugs. Wear a helmet when you ride on bikes. Take a well-stocked bag on extra long hikes. Be sure to stay away from that farro seed. That's just one name people have for weed. I've been offering no commentary on these Pokemon while I do the Poke Rap. I apologize. I'm kind of just trying to get through it at this point. We can do it. Make it to the end. Because there's so many of these little mothers. There's so many of these little mothers. There's lots of them. There's 1,000. And I'm getting sleepy beepy. I thought for sure this would only take 2 hours. I thought for sure this couldn't take more than 2 hours. And that was on me. That was my fault. I do think this is a well done design, though. I like you a lot. Wimpod. Wimpod. I mean, y'all know what I base this criteria on at this point. You know now what I base this criteria on. You know how my brain is functioning. It doesn't. I always forget about Palisand. Kind of just forgettable Pokemon, honestly. I like Pikumuku more than that. I like Pikumuku more than that. I like Pikumuku more than that. Type null. Minior. Minior red core. Yeah, that's about right. I like Togedemaru. I mean, like, you don't really... You're kind of just the Pikachu of this gen, but... so cute. Oh my god, Mimikyu. Mimikyu, my beloved. One of my faves, for sure. Super cute. Feel bad for him. Hey, Bruxish, get out of here. Bruxish can get the heck-a out. The heck-a out. Durampa. A Durampa. Delmise. you're pretty cute, Jingamo. Hakamo. Oh. Come on. Oh. All the tapus. Oh my god, all the tapus. Pretty good. I gotta scroll so far up to get them to where they belong. Where they belong in the S tier. Cosmog. Cosmog. If I just like hit the page button, will that actually work way better for me? I don't have to scroll nearly as much, I don't think. Oh no, this is just going to keep going down. You're not going to take me back to the top, are you? Oh my god. Unfortunate. I have to start using another finger because my finger's getting tired. Hey, I'm just going to go down like this though. I'm going to hit the down button like that so I can go all the way to the bottom because my finger is getting so tired from all the scrolling. Scrolling all over the place. I wish I could just hit up and it would go all the way to the top. Because that's where you belong, all the way at the top. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal, aren't we? We're just gonna have to deal with it. It stopped doing it. It stopped going all the way to the bottom. Why? Why? We volunteered JJ's hands to do the scrolling. JJ's in VR chat. JJ's in VR chat with everybody else. Uh-oh. What do you mean, uh-oh? I knew I would get instantly overwhelmed, so I opted out. What's uh-oh? I don't know. I don't know why Kez says uh-oh. Uh-oh, don't worry about it? Uh-oh, now I'm worried about it. Uh-oh, now I'm worried about it. Now I'm worried about everything. I'm worried about... You can't say, uh-oh, don't worry. Now I worry about every choice I've ever made in my life. Kez is freaking out. Kez is freaking out. I decided that if I talk through my process for where I'm putting all of these, I would never finish. So I'm just like speed running this now. I'm like, I don't need to talk through my process. You get me. You get me. You understand why I do what I do. No, I actually hate you. You could say at the bottom, I actually hate you. You understand the process by now. You understand the aesthetics that we're going for. You understand that I don't know a lot about the last few Ultra Beasts and stuff here. And I know nothing about the last gen. That's my honest to goodness. Now you're worrying? No! No! Now Kez is worrying. I've failed. I've made my queen worry. I've made my queen worry. Not my queen. I can't believe I've done this. Oh no, I can't believe I've done this. No, no, no! I really don't like Sobble, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sobble. I don't like you. I hope you'll forgive me someday. I hope you'll forgive me someday, Sobble. Who's your favorite Pokemon? You never said, Kez. You said Inkay was not your favorite, but was close. Oh no, you did say your favorite. I didn't know who it was. You did say your favorite. I didn't know who it was. That's my bad. That's my fault for being a forgetful little guy. That's my fault. That's on me. And that was on me. She's almost all the way at the bottom. Great. I don't know anything from the most recent game, except the ones that I've seen in the DLC of ZA. That's basically all I know. Ugh. We're almost there. We're on the last gen. Victory is close. Victory is so close so I can taste it. I don't even know you. Oh god, I didn't mean to put you there. I'm so sorry, Queen. I have to like pull up a thing because I don't know who you are. What does victory taste like? Like I need to brush my teeth at the end of a long day. I love Wooloo. I love Wooloo. Wooloo's a friend. Choodle, I don't like you. That's your name? Choodle? Yamper, I like Yamper. I like Yamper. I know Yamper well. Yamper's a little guy. Hi, Silent! Welcome in. We're in the last gen. We're in the last leg of this race. Eight out of 9? We're so close. We're so close. We've almost reached it. You did them all? Almost. We're so close. We're getting there. We're almost there. Still Gen 9 after this gen you're doing now? What do you mean there's still Gen 9? What do you mean there's still Gen 9? Fuck, I forgot about Galar! I forgot about Galar! I forgot all about Galar. I forgot Galar existed. I haven't played those games, so I forgot about Galar. I fucking forgot. Paldea. Paldea. It's called Paldea. Kez, just take me out back right now. Just take me out back. I clearly have no brain left. My brain is clearly on fire. No thanks? Okay. Since you said no thanks. My finger hurts so much from scrolling. You have no idea. This is simply too much work for a little old me. How are you so silent? How are you doing? You doing good? You doing well? Having a good day? I'm going like catatonic at this point. My brain is just like turning off. It's like shutting down. Like dial-up noises are just happening in the background here. You know, I normally don't like object Pokemon, but I like the T. I like the T. You can give me the T. Some of these I gotta think about a little bit. I don't like you. What are you? I don't like you. I've never seen you before. Ew, I already know I hate you. Ugh, Sirfetch'd. No, Sirfetch'd doesn't get above a B, actually. Actually, Sirfetch'd doesn't get above a B. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Ew, bug. Gross. Buggy was on me. I didn't like that. One bit. Oh, and because there's a bug on me, I didn't actually move this to where I wanted to move it. Snom. I know Snom. I know Snom. Snom knows ball. Most of these, the rest of these, though, I'm just basing purely on vibes because I don't know them. I didn't play these. I don't know you. We're solely going on vibes. I don't know them at all. I don't know them. I do like, I think these are the, like, mismatched ones. Where it's like, they're not really, the fossils were put together wrong or whatever. I do kind of like that. I do kind of like that aesthetic. Even if I don't know them. They're interesting to me. I'm kind of losing track of where the tears start and end now. It's all glazing together in my brain. Can't believe I forgot a whole gen. I'm such a silly goober. Forgetting a whole gen existed. But we're getting there. We're almost there, kids. We've almost made it. Oh my god, I gotta shake out my hand. I'm gonna, like, go to do my desk work tomorrow and be like, I can't. I sprained my finger, actually. Too much scrolling and rating Pokemon. I can't actually do my job. I sprained my finger. Volunteer silence hands to scroll for me? Okay. Silent, if you're still there, you're being voluntold something from the queen. The queen commands it. I don't know if he heard you. I don't know if he heard your decree, Queen Kez. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He missed a missive from the queen. I think there are some royal repercussions. Oops. I actually think this is better than that. I think this is better than that. You're better than that! You're better than that! Oh. Oh, God. It's past my bedtime. It's past my sleep time. I'm normally in bed by now. But I gotta finish this. Can't leave it hanging. We're on the last gen now, officially! Officially, we're on 9! Ugh. That reminded me it's almost 5 a.m. Why are you up? Did you never go to sleep, or are you waking up early? What happened to you, Kez? Oh, God. Insomnia from anxiety and depression. Girl, I know that. I know that feeling very strongly. I, too, know of what you speak. I think those ducks get progressively better. Fuck no. Oh, oops. Oops. Did I do something you didn't enjoy? Oops. Sorry. Sorry. Did you not like where I placed somebody? What are their name? What was the one you said you liked? Fuecoco's head empty. He deserved better. You're actually correct. You know what? I was a little too harsh on Fuecoco. I was a little too harsh on Fuecoco. You know what? He is head empty, no thoughts. Just because I wouldn't put him on my team because I hate his evolutions, doesn't mean he doesn't deserve better. Panda mouse. I know you. Some interesting theory about these games. Okay. Would you like to share? Would you like to share your interesting theory? I love these dogs, dude. These bread dogs. The ancient paradox ones are aggressive because they are ancient. Okay. And the future paradox ones are aggressive because their Wi-Fi won't connect. I get aggressive when my Wi-Fi won't connect, so I understand that fully. I get that 100%. I'm always upset when my Wi-Fi won't connect. I can see the light, Kez. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Wait, was that the right tier? No. I wanted one up. I wanted one tier up. For you. For you. It is an interesting theory, and I will take it to heart, and that will be my new canon. So thank Kaz for the new canon that is in my brain. All hail Queen Keztec. Could see your girl? Could see your girly? We're almost to her. We're getting there. I mean, yeah, we're almost there. We're getting close. We're getting close. Which one's this one? Shroodle? I know you from the card game, but I don't really like your design as much. I think this is a really good recolor, honestly. Like, pretty good choices were made with you. And your evolved form. Good choices were made. Ugh. Girl, I'm still listening. Stop. I'm still listening. I'm sorry it's taking me so long, but I'm still listening. I really don't like that. I like you, though. You're pretty. I'm trying to, like, figure out which one of these you're talking about. But I have no idea. I actually think Wug Trio is way better than the Alolan versions of Doug Trio. I think he's way better. I hate the car ones, though. I'll tell you that right now for free. I hate the motors. Wait, why are you on here twice? Why is this one on here twice? They look identical. For free in this economy? You know? I don't know why these two look the same. But apparently they're different. One has a heart on its stomach? What does that do for it? What's the difference? They're cute though. It evolves into the one with the heart. Wait. What? Huh? What? I don't get it. This guy me for real. This guy is me for real. The one standing up is the hero form. But what's the difference between the two dolphins? There's two dolphins. What's the difference? The end is near. We're almost there. We're so close. We're so fucking close. I don't know what the difference between the two dolphins is. How do you use the 3 seashells? This is just a flamingo. Aha! This guy looks like he's going, aha! Hello! Yeah, this whole generation was just vibes based. The stats are a bit higher. That's different. What? Why are there two dolphins? They're cute. I like them. I like the design, but why are they two? Why two dolphin? Why are they identical? I feel silly. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I feel like I'm speaking a language no one's understanding. I feel like I'm going nuts. Oh my god, we're almost done. We're almost there. We're so close. Who are you? You're kind of interesting looking. Shinies after this? Fucking no. After this is bedtime. After this is sleep time for Sunny. Sunny brain go brrrr in a bad way. I have to get up early for work tomorrow too. Ugh. I thought, this will take surely no less than 2 hours. This will surely take only 2 hours. That will be the amount of time that it couldn't possibly take longer than that. And I was so sorely mistaken. I was so sorely mistaken. I've never been wronger than I was in that moment. I've never been more wronger. At least I have Queen Kez to keep me company. So these are all like the future ones. I didn't play this game, so I don't know what that really means. Yippee! Yippee! Kez is my queen. Yippee! I don't know really what that means for these guys, that the like future ancient stuff, because I didn't play this, so if I'm completely wrong in these estimations of their abilities and coolness, I'm so sorry. I'm going solely on how they look in this moment. To me. I don't like the way you look. I don't like you at all. I don't know what you would do, but I don't like you. You're better, though. You're better. Gimme ghoul. I don't like your design at all, actually. I like your design a lot, though. You got a good design. It's an A-tier design right there. I don't know what you're supposed to be. I don't know what you're supposed to be. You look cool. You look cool as fuck. I'm guessing you're like a future form or something. You're pretty dope looking. Or like an ancient form, I don't know. One of the two. One of the two. Ancient form, future form, red plant, purple plant, blue plant. It's supposed to be a Suicune? Not as cool as a regular Suicune. Matcha? Are you a matcha brush? Look like a matcha brush. I don't like your design. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't like your design very much. I apologize. I apologize for that. Who? Ogreporeon? Is that this guy? I don't much care for it. I'm sorry. All four forms. I'm sorry, I don't really care much for it. I'll apologize. It's super adorable. Maybe I need to look at it closer, but from what I'm looking at right now, I don't really care for it very much. This guy looks fucking cool, though. Should Google her? Okay, I will after this. I'm so close to being done, Kez. I'm so close to being done. I gotta finish. I gotta finish. My brain is go burr in bad way. My brain is go sleep time. Sleep time burr. You're kind of cool looking. Kind of pretty. Last one. Oh my god, last one. Oh, last one. Oh, I fucking did it. That is all 1,296 Pokemon and their forms. Mika says she misses you. I love you, Mika. Oh. Oof. That's it. That's everyone. I scroll one last time through all the list to see everybody from top to bottom. All the Pokemans. We did it. And now we're done. And now I need to find someone to raid out to. But I should close this so you don't see my screen. That would be the smart move to make. So, you know what? We'll go to the just chatting screen while I do this. That makes more sense, doesn't it? I never get to use this screen. I never get to use this screen. Okay, who do we raid out to? Let's go ahead and raid over to Core, who's playing Legend of Zelda. Let's go over there. I'll be back tomorrow with some more stuffses. I hope everyone at least enjoyed a little bit watching me do this. Go ahead and use our message rate of sunshine when we get over to Core. And I'll see you all tomorrow for some more nonsense. Hopefully fun nonsense with lots of friends. We'll see. We'll find out. But I'll see you then.